In this video, we're talking about how to develop a growth mindset. Leaders who have their heads in the clouds, the ones who think they know everything, are generally the first ones to fail. And I don't want you to be one of those. I'm Coach Molle from VisibilityHacking.com, and today we're talking about building your growth mindset and how it will help you as an entrepreneur, as the owner of a business, as a visionary who wants to take your message to the next level. If you want to serve your people and you want to grow from a space that you are in right now into something so much bigger than you are right now, then you're going to need to adopt this very simple but very powerful mindset. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take on a challenge. I'll teach you the magic word, and we're going to talk about the best kept secret in entrepreneurialism. For all this and more, stay tuned. If you are looking to take on a challenge, the first thing you need to do to move your mindset from one that is stuck in the space that you are in now into a growth mindset, what I want you to do is start looking at these challenges as opportunities, rather than looking at them as if the world is happening in front of you and you have no control. I want you to look at them as an opportunity to try something different, to shake it up a little bit. Kind of think of it this way. If you were a character in a video game, you would arrive in a new world, and instead of curling up in a ball and crying and forgetting your ability to be great, when there's a little monster that shows up, in a video game, you don't do that because you're expecting these challenges. And when these challenges come, that's when the game gets fun. So I want you to start thinking about that when you're in your real life facing these kinds of challenges and adversities. I want you to take them on as an incredible opportunity to try something different, to push you further, to get you to think of things in a different way, to get you to experience things in a different way, to change your perspective on the world. It's a great, amazing thing to happen. Because once you start doing that, the world starts happening with you and for you. It's a beautiful, beautiful space to be in. So if I think another beautiful space for you guys to be in would be to join us here on the channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you guys here along for the journey, because every week we got new videos just for you to help you grow your small business, to grow your message and take it to the next level, to find your dream customers, and so much more. Going off of what we were just talking about, I want you to also take a look at the words that you are using. The way that we shape the story around us, our narrative, is all based on the words that we use. So I've told you this story before. You can find it on the channel, where I talk about stop signs and how in different languages or different places we can use different words and they actually have different meanings. So the word arrête in a stop sign means to come to a full and complete stop, to might as well get out of your car, right? And the word stop actually means to come to a momentary pause and then to continue, kind of like what you do at a stop sign. And the words that we're using actually change the way that we go about our life. So I want you to think about these two words. I want you to think about the word failure first. A lot of the times when we reach an obstacle in our life and we don't achieve it in the way that we were expecting, we call that a failure. And then we feel bad about it. It carries a lot of baggage. But in reality, that same experience can be described with a different word. Same experience, nothing's changing in that respect. The word we use to describe that experience is going to change, and that is going to ignite a completely different path forward. So think of it this way. Instead of failure, I want you to use the word learning. That was an opportunity for learning. And then that begs the question, what did you learn? And that asks us to actually reflect on these bad experiences and figure out what we can learn from that. So either we can avoid those situations in the future, or we can create a better outcome. So I want you to think about that. And I want you to let me know in the comments below if you have other words like that. What other pairs? How else can we switch our language to get us out of this rut into a place of growth, into a place where we can create better futures in front of us? If you are an entrepreneur, it can feel really, really heavy on our shoulders that we have to produce these incredible end results. And what we fail to look at sometimes is that the process is so much more powerful. So I want you to also shift what your priorities are. What do you value in these moments of stress, in these obstacles, in these opportunities? I want you to figure out where your priorities are. Is it the ultimate end goal? Or are you starting to look at the process itself? Because with a growth mindset, the process itself gives us so many opportunities to learn and to grow and to push our boundaries and to push our skill level and to learn new things, to create new connections, and ultimately, in my opinion, become better people. We're better at what we do because we see more of those connections. That's how brain development works. When we're little babies, or when we're animals even, and we have even smaller brains, what we're doing is creating little connections between little things. Like if I inhale, then I exhale, and all of the systems in my body that are connected to that. Very simple, complex, but very simple. Then we go a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper, and we realize we can become business owners. We can solve the world's biggest problems. We can send people into space, for example. Like, there's so many different things that we can do as human beings, and our only limitation is ourself. So if we look, instead of focusing just on the end result, yes, we keep that in mind, it's our mountain that we're climbing, but if we also remember to focus on the process of getting there, the opportunities to grow and to push yourself are incredible. So think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're prioritizing. Think about the language that you use. Think about the way that we orient ourselves to these problems, to these challenges, to these obstacles, to these opportunities for growth. I love it. And if you want to push your business visibility forward in big, huge, impactful ways to help get your meaningful message out to the world, then I definitely recommend you join us in the visibility hacking community. All you have to do is head over to visibilityhacking.com, click the button at the very top of the page, become an official visibility hacker, and you too can join us in the community. I'd love to see you guys there, and in the meantime, enjoy these videos. Remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other.